Seems like this may be the end of Hollywood. Seedance 2.0 is the most realistic video generator out so far. I think this takes the cake for Veil 3 and even Clean 3.0. Even though I don't think they're far behind as of now, Seedance 2.0 is just probably the best. As even we see in some of these previews on their website, we see that it says Seedance 2 adopts a unified multimodal audio video joint generation architecture that supports text, image, audio, and video inputs, leading to the most comprehensive model, content reference, and editing capabilities in the industry. As of now, Seedance 2.0 is kind of out in niche spaces, which I will tell you about a little bit later on, and even how I got my hands on a code. But let's first look at just how beautiful this is. We see right here where it says immersive visual and experience, or we see this realistic dude at a pizza shop even going through the windshield. It's pretty cool. Even this realistic looking high school or even college level volleyball. And then even have ad placements where they're doing like gel and even this breakdancing. And you can take a look at all of them right here in this compilation I put together.
There you go, fresh from the oven.
All those are pretty good and high dynamic. I actually think the ones with the finger tapping shows how well it can handle motion when it comes to that, but all these look pretty realistic. And you could definitely see some blurring and artifacts smudging in the one where they are playing the breakdancing and dancing in the street, but it's not too bad. Take a look here, we see that it with director level control supports images, audios, and videos as references, meaning that you can add a reference video where we see these two guys boxing with the green screen, and then you see that they transform that to the whole scenery and give them game artifacts. It looks pretty good. You see like they have their characters down there, images that they use to replace these characters. Even these old timey looking, if you've ever been in school a few years ago, they'll have sometimes these infographics from Chinese films or Asian films in general. You even have one where you see the dude is in the mirror and then the mirror is removed. Even here it says remove any visible production mistakes from the video. Very generic, but you can see it removed the person from the mirror and also removed the cameraman's camera from behind her head to make it a one shot. And then you see this one where it's pretty good, and there's like a fast forwarding of a recreation of a shot of like scenery put together. It's based on the reference image, generate a time-lapse animation showing the living room transforming from an unfinished raw concrete interior to a fully renovated space. Final shot, all the lights switched on instantly, accompanying a realistic light switch sound effect, which is pretty good. Then you have this one where it's based on the 4 PowerPoint slides, generate a corresponding voiceover for each slide. Normal speaking speed, male voice, which is kind of cool because this can even help with infographics and putting things together. This is 15 seconds length, and you'll see a mashup of all these videos here.
Hey everyone, let's take a look back at my 2025. This year was all about growth and hustle at work. I also learned to prioritize my well-being, saying no to drama and yes to quality time. And now, looking forward to 2026, here are my goals.
animation. There's even one where it says empower creativity. We talk about how cinematic it can be. And what we've been seeing, if you've been on Twitter, is how cinematic it really has been. We've been seeing a lot of movie level quality animations. You even see here where this guy is an animation jumping on the buildings, and looks pretty realistic, almost like those Ninja Naruto runs. You even see like the car in this pretty realistic fight scene where they're all pretty animated when it comes to this. You have like this slow drone pan with speed jumps throughout the video of this natural geographic type of video. You even see this one with this girl eating ice cream. Looks pretty good. And you see there's some prompts here, and the prompts are a variation between pretty lengthy and pretty short. Where you see this one that has apes documentary style English narration with subtitles. That's all it did to create that visual. But with the girl eating the ice cream, it had 360 panoramic camera selfie. The camera rotates clockwise, capturing the dessert shop interior. Even with the fighting one, has an intense close quarter combat sequence, and it has a pretty lengthy hex to generate this, but the results aren't bad at all. And if you want to see these set of cinematic styled videos, you can check this compilation out right here.
In the jungle, every lesson is a step towards survival, and the mother's patience is key.
But these are the benchmarks that I think are very impressive. Video Bench 2.0 multi-dimensional evaluations are basically the metrics we kind of wanted to see and how it actually performs in these different areas. We've seen some very good visuals, not just on here, but also on Twitter. But what is it really good at least from their standpoint? And we see with text to video, it's good with motion quality, audio prompt following, audio visual sync, video prompt following, and aesthetics. So it's kind of like an all-around model when it comes to these. But look at the jump. Seedance 2.0 is way ahead when it comes to these other models, where you see Seedance 1.5 Pro, Sora 2 Pro, Veo 3.1, and Kling 3. The jump is pretty crazy. The only closeness or any type of competition it seems like it has is with aesthetics, but even with aesthetics, it seems like it's that much further. And also, you see the same thing with the image to video radar chart, where it shows how well it handles the image you input to a video, and you see based on the circle that the only thing that is competition is the image preservation, and it seems like Kling 3.0 is kind of close, at least from what they're saying. And then when you see the multimodal task radar, like be handling different camera angles, different images, maybe video referencing, you see that they do seem like the only thing that is close is the editing consistency, but everything else, Seedance 2.0 actually beats out the other models. But as you know, with every other AI, an LLM, image generator, video model, whatever you put out, they do have a cherry-picked examples. I'm not saying that this isn't good and this is not better than the other models, but these three is probably where it shines best at compared to the other three, and they're not going to show the model where it doesn't shine the best. I'm going to leave you with a compilation of not only these, but some that were made on Twitter as well to show you just how powerful this model is. Before that, let's get into how you can actually get your hands on Seedance 2.0 if you want to. One of the ways, if you can swing this, is to, well, become one of the creators in their creator partner program to get early access from ByteDance itself, to get one of the codes so you can try it out. If you try to generate Seedance 2.0 on the ByteDance, on Lima or something like that, the model will be grayed out or it won't be available to be used right now. But most people, unless you have a decently sized social media following, that's not going to happen for you. I can't even get on there. But if you do know that there are other platforms out there like video generator models, like how you have Higgs fields or a Hedra or a free pick, some of those do offer the model early in preview. And that's how I got my hands on a code, because I knew somebody and I was able to get my hands on a code in order to do some testing, which will be another video coming out about how well these videos are and the length of time it takes and just running it through its paces. If you want to see that, you should definitely like and subscribe. But I'll leave you with some examples of not only this, but some other videos when it comes to the community. With that being said, your boy Dex, not Dexter.